Hello everybody and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have never seen one of my messages before, I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel you will find twin flame guidance and spiritual guidance. I'm a twin soul myself, so I fully resonate with the journey, and I really appreciate the fact that when I connect with you guys and talk about your journey and stuff like that, it really helps me with mine as well. So we help each other in that respect. So thank you everyone who shares their journey with me as well. And thank you to everyone, as always, for your likes, your comments, your shares, your hypes, for booking my personal services, for booking my Zooms, for everything. And now obviously I'm starting my retreats this year, which I'm very excited about. And I'm just in the mindset now, if there's one that I've been offered in February, which I've just posted about, it's very soon. You know, it's one of these things that just came in very suddenly. They offered me a couple of dates, and one was further off the year and one was around that time. And I thought the date just feels right. So we'll see what happens. If it's meant to be, then God will make it happen, and if not, we've got a few other dates in mind. So I say we because I'm going to be working with a few other people for these events, and I really look forward to bringing them for everyone who's interested in attending them, but also for myself to get to meet so many of you that I've been working with the last couple of years. And a lot of people are now my friends on my own personal social media through this channel. So I really feel I've built this beautiful sisterhood around the world. So thank you everyone. So let's get into this message. Now, the last few nights, there's been a theme going on here, and last night I spoke about the 144 or the 144,000, whatever you want to say. I spoke about the 144, but I've also been talking about divine mission and purpose and stepping up and being teachers, being guides, working with children, working with animals, just really fully stepping into your purpose, being your true authentic selves. And in last night's message that came through was definitely about the powerful shaman, and how many of the masculines have felt like they've lost their power in the situation. And last night's message was truly about how God was stepping in to really intervene and stop the masculines feeling like they're helpless and cannot move forward, and opening up the pathway for many masculines. So I feel, and I said last night, between now and the 1st of May, there's going to be a very strong change within the twin flame dynamics, and many have got those divine contracts to fulfill. Now, what I saw was a man on a little floating kind of boat thing made of wood, and he had, like, you know, the cloth thing wrapped around his head and trying to protect himself from the sun. And he looked off into the distance and he almost couldn't believe it, and he went, "Land ahoy, land ahoy." And he's basically, it's almost like a masculine's telling me they feel that they've been cut adrift. They feel they've been feeling quite lost and adrift and quite isolated, but now they're seeing land. They finally feel that they're returning home in some way. So I feel this is our homecoming for someone. So let's get into this. Let's do it. And sacred geometry must be playing a huge part in this, because I'm using a couple of decks, my sacred geometry deck. So let's see what wants to come through. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout. Pardon me, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward this message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love, healing and blessings every single person who connects with this message channeled through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Now I'm seeing the Leo symbol in my third eye. Now I'm a Leo, but I know it's not to do with me. It's a Leo symbol I'm seeing in my third eye. So someone could have a strong connections to a Leo, or this masculine could be a Leo or something like that. Or Leo season could have been significant to someone for a reason. Okay. Now my heating's on, so I'm sitting here thinking maybe I should put my heating off, because when I feel the ancestors coming in, I'll probably regret it having my heating on. But so if I have to jump up in between and go and put my heating off, don't mind me. So let's see. Interesting. Now, what I'm seeing here is a rose and a dagger. Now, usually when I see a rose, obvious reasons, you know, either the rose lineage or something to do with romance or purity or something, or being a priestess, but this is a rose and a dagger. So I don't know if this is like an emblem for someone or what this means, or maybe someone has got artwork like this in their house or something like that. Or maybe someone's got a tattoo with a rose and a dagger. I cannot believe this is the first card that came out. I feel for many twin flame connections, this is the overriding energy that keeps coming out. Abundance, miracles. As soon as you step up and lead and step into your role as teacher, as guide, as whatever you feel you're meant to be doing on your journey here, but just being your true authentic self. Number 33, miracles. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is truly possible. Now, I've been saying that in nearly all my readings lately. You have to believe that the impossible can be made possible. Now, we're coming up for a new moon. So I definitely do a new moon reading, probably tomorrow or Saturday. But there's definitely this beautiful energy coming in, and I said, I can't remember what night it was now, I gave the message about how the timelines have all crumbled, and you know, the masculine's scrambling to keep moving forward because their timeline that they're standing on is crumbling beneath their feet. But I feel this is not only moving you forward from all those crumbling old timelines, it's moving you towards a miracle timeline for many of you. Yeah, and the divine alchemy in the bottom. So for many of you, this is something that you have manifested. So this is a miracle timeline. For many twin flames, you're being guided towards your miracle timeline. So passion. Now look at that. That was card 33 and this is card 34. So this is like very synchronistic. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies a hidden gem of insight. Balance and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within. This intensity moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let the long-lasting wisdom fill us up. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies a hidden gem of insight. Balance and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within, the intensity moving us from chaos to the calm of the core, where we can let the long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So I just had to read that twice because the first time around I was trying to figure out exactly what it meant, and the second time I realised what it means now. It says, you know, it's good to find that passion and be driven by your passion, but you also have to find that balance in between. So, you know, being too passionate can cause problems, and not being passionate enough can also slow you down. So I feel it's finding the perfect balance, being passionate and going after what you want, but not letting it become too intense or overcoming your life, just finding that balance in between. I'm going to go and put off my heating. Excuse me a moment. It's too hot. Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes needs must. Okay, I'll take one more card from here for this overall energy. So can I get one more card from this? Okay, so the root chakra. So the root chakra, it says the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. So isn't that strange? 2 cards of passion with the word passion on it. So it's possible there's something here about, you know, maybe a lot of the masculines have been focusing, it's been misplaced passion. They had to seek balance and passion because, and look what's on the bottom of the deck, communication. They had to seek balance with their passion because they were pushing forward in all the wrong directions is what I feel. They were focusing on all the wrong things to be passionate about. And I feel this miracle is something that divine feminines just aren't expecting. So Gaia. Okay, the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Wow. Now this is beautiful energy for the twin flames. Twin flames are really getting some astounding messages lately about miracles, about abundance, about love, about God really wanting to uphold the contracts that you've all been held to in this lifetime. And in last night's message, that's what I was speaking about, the fact that you know, I never get angry at karmic situations because they are there to play a role the same as we are. And the karmics are the ones that teach your masculines the lessons that you're too divine to truly teach them. So effectively the karmics are making your masculine a better person for you. So never get mad at the karmics. The only time that I feel that karmics can cause issues is when they refuse to end the contract. So when they know it's time for your masculines to move forward and move back towards their divine feminines to carry on the contract with you, because that's what's been contracted from both parties, they refuse to let the masculine go. And that's when the manipulation starts and the lies, the gossip, you know, getting pregnant, all the rest of it, to try and hold them in place even longer. And that's what I feel God is stepping in to, that's what I feel the divine is stepping in now to break those situations up and to help your masculines to feel that they can move forward. And I do feel like in my vision of seeing the masculine who felt like he'd been set adrift and just floating around out there in the ocean by themselves for a long time. Land ahoy, they're finding their feet again. They're finding out what's important to them. But also this beautiful energy of Gaia coming through. So you will be feeling this more intense connection to animals and nature as well. The cosmic flower. So it says, the frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we put our magnificence into the world. Now, didn't I say a moment ago about a coming home, a homecoming? And that's just verified it. So for many of you, this is like a homecoming for your masculines. Now, 2 just jumped out. So the solar plexus chakra and perception. So the solar plexus chakra, the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what we contribute to this world. So in last night, my message was about the masculines feeling a loss of power in their karmic contracts, in their karmic situations, because even when the contracts have run its course and the masculines are awakened and they're ready to return to you, the karmics are some karmics, not all, some karmics are finding ways to stall their the masculines even longer from returning. So the perception of losing power is what I feel. This is the masculines have had this perception of having a loss of control. But this is where they're being guided to. This miracle is that many of you, your masculines, are a realization Land ahoy. I finally see land, and I finally see where I'm meant to be. And the communication card's back, and the change. So it says the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of our reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and step forth into the new. So a brand new change coming in. And communication, the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the centre of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balance, and having balanced exchanges. And delight on the bottom, bringing joy and delight. So that is pretty much what I was feeling before I started this message. There's masculines who are making their way home after there's been some sort of intervention, and they've been getting freed from their karmic contracts. So let me tap on. Let me tap in a bit to the love, and I'll get a divine animal and some angel numbers and stuff in a moment. Can I get some bottled up, trying to keep your feelings under control? So that's probably me tapping the tables, probably made her bark. So look at that. This is masculines have been keeping their feelings bottled up for a long time, purely because they thought they couldn't leave a situation, they couldn't move forward, they couldn't, they thought, what's the point in expressing my feelings when I'm stuck? Numerous things, could have happened, and you'd be amazed. A lot of the twin flames I work with, the karmics have pulled out the stops. They've tried to get their person sacked, well, not their person, but your person sacked from their job, tried to get them having no money and relying on them and stuff like that. They really go to some extremes, and this is the ones who really do not want to let go of the masculine because they've been relying on them, dependent on them. So there's something here bottled up, trying to keep your feelings under control. I feel this has been the masculines. Diverge, being on different levels or growing apart. Now, I feel this is to do with your masculines and their situation. They've been keeping their feelings bottled up for you, even though the fact they've been growing apart from their karmics, and in reality they know they're not comfortable there, they don't belong there, they know they're not meant to be in that situation anymore. And I feel they've just been staying silent and at the same time growing apart from their karmic partners. So let me see. Tell me a bit more about what I'm picking up on here. Okay. Together, time to resolve and make things work between you. So, for many of you, your masculines have also been pulling further and further away from you, despite the fact they know they're meant to be with you. But I do feel this is more what I'm picking up on. The masculines have been keeping their feelings bottled up because they've just been, more and more distance has been happening between them and their karmic partners or their karmic situations, because they know they're meant to be coming together with you. Yeah, that's what I feel. And the future plans on the bottom. So my tap just turned on and off there. That's them giving me confirmation. Future plans, making a commitment to stay together for the long term. So I feel they're making plans here on how they can return to you full time and be with you permanently, forever in this lifetime and beyond. So let's see. Thank you. So choices. Deciding between two lovers or other options. So this has been the issue for the masculines. Stuck between two lovers. And maybe that's what the rose and the dagger represents. On one hand, the rose is they want to follow their heart and follow the love and romance and things like that. And on the other hand, the dagger might seem like a betrayal to their karmic partner. Excuse me. Eating, drying my throat up. The daggers also seem like a betrayal to their karmic partner and to you, divine feminine, because if they choose to stay in their karmic situation, they're betraying you. I also feel this is a choice between the rose, their divine feminine, this beautiful, kind, loving essence, and the dagger, you know, someone who's not for their highest and greatest good anymore, and who would be, you know, likely to stab them in the back. So maybe that's what the rose and the dagger is about this choice. Let me see. Anything else, please? So, success. Focused on winning and making, okay, focused on winning, or it can mean making money over love. Now, I'm not going to take, because I'm not feeling this as an energy of someone who's focused on money over love at all. I just feel this is a masculine, so I'm not really going to focus too much on the money over love, but focused on success, yes. And maybe they could have, maybe their karmic is the one that's been focused on money. But let me see. Clarify that success card. Clarify that success card. I don't feel it's anything to do, because I don't feel that at all. I don't feel that is the issue here. I don't feel the choice was between love or money. I just feel it was a feeling of being stuck. Yeah, so 3 cards come out. So when I asked for the success card, so let me see. Okay, why the success card? Reflection, seeing the shadow side or yourself and your partner. So I feel maybe your masculines have been looking at their karmic partner thinking they're only interested in my money, they don't love me. This could be a masculine who's now getting similar treatment to what they gave you from their karmic partner. If your masculine made you feel, you know, that they couldn't love you, or you weren't worthy of them giving you commitment, or they couldn't leave a situation to be with you, and I feel they're starting to see this in their karmic partner. Making space, needing some time alone to think things over. So that's about the success. And sincerity, making sure you are both being authentic with each other. So the main thing I'm picking up here, the main story I'm picking up here is many masculines have felt for a long time they didn't feel happy, they didn't feel good in their relationships. But at the same time, they were still torn with which direction to go, because they felt some sort of loyalty to a karmic situation, be it family or a partner or a wife or husband. They felt some sort of loyalty here. But they were starting to see the crack showing, but they were also starting to see the shadow in the same way that you look at your masculine, and your masculine is the manifestation of your shadow side. Your masculines are now looking at their karmic, not really seeing any light. They are like the shadow version of you as well. You know, it's like, not the shadow version of you, but they are the opposite end of the spectrum to you, is what I'm trying to say. You are up here, sort of light and love and spiritually enlightened and connected to God and angels and things, and the karmic is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. Trying to focus on keeping your masculine's root and sort of solar plexus blocked and unhealed, because they don't want your masculines to move on. So cycles, stuck in a pattern that is hard to break out of. Exactly. So, and I feel this is just almost like an extension of last night's reading, but this is more connecting to the masculines now. Last night was more a general twin flame message. Tonight I feel this is for specific masculines who, and it says inspiration on the journey. And look, the shaman card. So I was definitely picking up that shaman energy last night. But this is inspiration on the journey. This is masculines who are finally following your lead of some kind. Give me 2 more cards from here about this masculines. Thank you. So progress. Taking all the small steps towards shared goals. So these masculines are now making progress due to some sort of divine intervention. Yeah, I just feel the masculines are now seeing that they have been dealing with you know, they never really saw the karmic energies for what they truly are until God has finally showed them something here. Ebb and flow, allowing each other the room to grow and evolve. And destiny, coming together in perfect divine timing. So that is all we need to know here. The masculines are progressing, they're now going with the flow. I feel they're surrendering to the journey. But for these masculine energies I'm picking up on, they have definitely been stuck in a karmic cycle. And look, big love in the bottom. And it's so strange because through the night I woke up to Fleetwood Mac. Looking out for love. Big, big love. So, big love. This is the one you have both been waiting for. And this is the progress. This is a love that's destined to return. But there has been delays, there has been blockages. The masculines have been stuck in which way to go, even though they've been growing apart from the karmics. And I feel last night's messages confirmed to me that, you know, God is finally stepping in and saying enough's enough. Can I get some more overall energy for this twin flame connection, please? What time are we on? Oh, hello. Okay, fear. I realised that I was being tested of my resolve to live in the energy of love. So that card just tells me that the masculine's biggest fear has been making the wrong decision and not trusting their emotions, not trusting their feelings for divine feminine. So a lot of the times their biggest fear is stuff like, and I only know from the divine masculines I've worked with personally, the things they say to me, and from my own masculine. You know, they have a fear of changing their situation in case A, you don't feel the same, B, they've misjudged this situation completely. You know, they want to believe that this intense love and chemistry is truly divine and something real and tangible, but they're scared. And they think, if I rock the boat too much, if I leave my situation, excuse me, lots of burps of confirmation, then it might all be in my head. And that is the problem with many masculines. You know, they fear making those changes or finally having the courage to take that leap of faith in case it's all in their mind. So humour, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Now this, I feel the masculines are really learning to not take life so seriously. For many of them, their biggest fear is making a mistake or, you know, misjudging the situation. But I feel this is a divine saying to the masculines, don't take life so seriously. What's the worst that can happen? Because, you know, if they're not happy in their karmic situations, all they're going to do is change that. Whatever happens with you, they're still going to walk away from a toxic dynamic that they've not been happy in for a while. And I think that's what the divine are encouraging them. Yeah, change, see? I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without my movement or changing. That's exactly what I feel. I feel that the divine are saying to these masculines, how do you know if your divine feminine will accept you back or not if you don't even try? But more to the point, why would you keep yourself stuck in these toxic relationships that are not serving you when all you have to do is make the choice to walk away? And I think that's what they're trying to say to the masculines. The path is clear for you. Yeah, look, love. The path is clear. Follow your heart towards love. Because if you just stay in these situations because you have a fear, look what just flew out the deck. Courage. But it also came out with blame. So for some of you, your masculines could blame you. Oh, they just took off, they blocked me, they didn't want anything to do with me. They left me behind. But for a lot of the masculines, they need courage here because they're scared to be blamed by others around them. They're scared that, you know, their family will point the finger at them, their kids, if they have kids with someone. They're scared that people are going to frown at them for for choosing themselves, when actually, when they choose themselves, that is when the true miracle will happen for them. That is when everything will turn out best. That's when everything, yeah, when they step into their purpose, exactly. I mean, the masculines are contract here. They have a contract with divine feminines. And that's what, I mean, a lot of readers say, oh, twin flames aren't meant to be together. Some aren't. But I can assure you the majority of the twin flames that I connect with, they have a destined contract. They have a destined purpose with their masculines in the physical. And as I say, some of you are destined just to meet your person, to awaken you. But for many of you, you have got an actual purpose with your masculines. And a lot of these karmics are holding these situations up. This, for many, I know, they're, yeah, see? Indecision. What did I just say in the other deck? A masculine who has been torn between two people. And it's because the karmics keep them in this constant state of indecisiveness. So even though, like, say for example, a masculine woke up on a Sunday morning and went, that's it, I've made up my mind, I'm packing my bags, I'm leaving my karmic situation tomorrow, and I'm going to go and chase my divine feminine down, tell them, declare my love for them. The karmic senses that they're getting ready to leave immediately. The neediness, the manipulation, you can't leave me, you know, I mean, they use all kind of tactics. And then the masculine ends up indecisive again. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't go after my divine feminine, because maybe my wife needs me. Maybe my ex-girlfriend needs me. Maybe my husband still needs me. The manipulation keeps them. And that the reason why these messages are coming through right now is because this is such a crucial time for the twin flames to step forward and step into their purpose, step into their roles, their leadership roles, their teacher roles, their healer roles around the world. And for those of you that you know cannot progress without your masculines by your side for whatever reason, whether there's something you're destined to do with your masculines, etc., the karmic's keeping them in a state of indecision. It's keeping them from their purpose. It's not just about romance and love here with you. It's about the contracts they have with the divine. You know, I just wanted to make that clear. It's not just about being with you. It's about their contracts, their divine contracts, spiritual growth. Yeah, indecision and stopping them from their spiritual growth, keeping them in a state of indecision and denial. So let me see. Give me one more from here, please, about this twin flame connection. Ooh. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So there's definitely, you know, been a lot of challenges for the masculine, but the death card's here, and acceptance. And this is just telling me that the masculines have realised that they've come to the end of the road. You know, they're tired of being cut adrift from their divine path. They're tired of being cut adrift from their divine feminine. They're accepting now that it's a time. It's a time here to make this final decision, to make that decision, to make that call that they've been determined not to make. You know, whether it's texting their divine feminine or telling their karmic partner, I'm done. I can't live like this anymore. You don't make me happy. I don't make you happy. The kids aren't happy because we're constantly fighting, or something like that. But this decision and this acceptance that things aren't going to improve, they're just going to get worse, has to change. And look what's right behind. Freedom. And this is what I feel that the divine has been stepping in over, especially over this last week, I feel, because I'm feeling more and more masculines being awakened and coming to the reality of happiness, that they want happiness. And I feel that. And it's because I feel that the divine aren't playing anymore. They're just like, do you know what? We've tried the gently approach. We've tried the softly approach. We've tried to make them see things. We've tried the gentle nudges and the little signs and synchronicities. if you want to be successful, if you want to have a successful future with your divine feminine, and truly, and I know a lot of the masculines that I connect with, their biggest thing is, I don't feel right. There's something else I should be doing. I don't feel right in my current job. I don't feel right doing what I'm doing. I feel displaced, cut adrift, as I said at the start. And it's because they're not meant to be where they are anymore. They're just not meant to be there. Can I get some overall energy here of this, the twin flame journey, and what's going on for them energetically, and what's happening for them spiritually? Oh, okay, this one wanted to jump out. Spirit guides. I'll read them in a moment. Anything else? Spirit guides. So the masculines are working with their spirit guides. I've got, so it's really hard to explain, but I've got taps on the back of my head. I've got taps here. So I feel like the masculines are really getting a lot of upgrades. Give me a wee bit more information about what the masculines are going through right now. Thank you. Okay. Oh. Okay. Temple of Secrets and Violet Flame. So that alchemy. And give me one more. Oh, thank you. Okay. The Magical Alchemist. See? Something about... When I woke up this morning, the reason why I go like that is because it just triggers things, because I get so... And I don't know about you guys, but through the night, I am awakened 5 or 6 times a night. And each time I'm awakened, I'm showing stuff. I'm showing, sometimes it's a flower, sometimes it's a vision, sometimes it's just a word, sometimes it's numbers, sometimes it's a song. And I actually woke up this morning hearing something about a wizard, and that's what I just remembered there when I saw the alchemy card. So for some of you, your masculines could be real genuine wizards. They could be. Spirit guides, looking for signs, philosophical discussions, and supervision. Now, I did say that the divine has been trying all the kind of subtle synchronicities to lead your masculines away from their karmic situations. And I feel now they're having to make it louder. And with that, spirit guides, I feel like the spirit guides are now with the supervision, and it's like supervision, not supervision. Supervision, 2 words. They are really showing them powerful signs now. So, for example, there's some glaringly obvious signs being shown to your masculines. So, energy attachments, energy exchange, negative influence, self-sabotaging ways. Wow, now look at that. And that's coming right after the signs from the spirit guides. So spirit guides have been showing the masculines that they have definitely had a lot of negative attachments here that they need to release to these karmic situations. As I say, whether it's family, it could be parents, siblings, exes, you know, wives, husbands, whatever this is. They have karmic attachments that they need to release that are no longer serving their highest and greatest good. Temple of Secrets, isolation, observing, and magic. Now, this is all to do with manipulation and seeing clarity in the situation. This is understanding that they're telling the masculines to observe the manipulation and observe the situation here. There's a lot of deception and lies and secrets from these karmic attachments here, and they will, you know, and not all of them, can I just say not all of them, a lot of karmics, they end the karmic contract as was planned before we all incarnated in this lifetime. They go, okay, you know, we've come to the end of the road, I've learned my lesson, because the karmics have to learn a lesson from your masculine as well. So they learn their lesson, they teach your masculine lessons, and then the masculine returns to their divine feminine. That is, in theory, how it should go down. Many karmics, though, do not want to release the contract. And that is why this message is coming through again, because I feel that for many situations, the divine are stepping in. And this is definitely the case again with this message. Transmutation, detoxification, psychic visions, constant distractions. Again, alchemizing the constant distractions from those karmic energies around them. And the sphere of light, healing hands, empathetic qualities, animal wisdom. And I've got my animal deck to pull a few cards right now. So definitely we got that Gaia energy, that spirit animal energy coming through. So for many of the masculines, they are really understanding now that they have this powerful connection to Gaia, and there's something more that they're meant to be doing. So let me see, what time are we on? 40:51. Okay, can I get a spirit animal that it's connecting right now? Wow. Now when I had the heating on it, I thought I'm feeling the heat, and when I closed my eyes, I could see I had dragon energies here, and so I'm not surprised the dragon card came out, because that's why I was feeling so hot. Between the ancestors, the dragon energy, and the heating, I was like, I'm going to cook. So dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You are a shapeshifter. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny, and rise with dignity now. So I feel the masculines are really being pulled forward here to step into their leadership roles and take on their roles. You know, they were king. See, the white stag, masculine energy. And I'm about to start a painting of a white stag, but I had a beautiful dream. Well, it was like a dreamlike vision where the stag came right towards me, and you know, its nose was right here at my forehead. And so I'm not surprised a white stag came through. White stag, protector. You are a very old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you need to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you now. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. And I do feel that strong wizard, you know, you're a wizard, Ari. I feel that strong wizardy power magic coming through. Give me one more animal connected to this masculine. Thank you. Okay. Hummingbird, miracles. Miracles. I cannot believe the first card I pulled was miracles, and now the hummingbird and miracles are coming through. Wow. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars in your shining wings and spread the miracle of happiness now. So, wow. So again, I'm just picking up on this as definitely, and wow, I was speaking about the heron a couple of nights ago, about how that was the very first video I ever posted on this YouTube channel, was a heron, and I saw a couple of times after that where it's actually landed right next to me, and you'll see those videos in my shorts, but not in my shorts, but in my short video collection. Bart Simpson, eat my shorts. So let's get an angel number to close out. But yeah, this is a very powerful message just for whoever this is connecting to let you know that your masculines are being free, are getting freedom, and are finally being called to take that next step. So 3535, cultivating gratitude. Cultivate gratitude daily and your future will be filled with even more blessings. So 3535. And I feel the masculines are now feeling gratitude for their journey as well. So 2727, inner strength. You possess inner strength and use it to overcome all the challenges on your journey. And as I said, I feel for many that these masculines have endured a lot of challenges that have made them feel like they couldn't move forward. Okay. Okay, I want to, before I close out actually, I might pull a tarot. 1414, embracing the healing. Healing is taking place in your life. Allow it to bring positive transformation. So 1414. Give me a couple more numbers, and I'm going to pull a tarot card for the overall energy before I close out, actually. Okay. So 1919, divine guidance. Your angels are guiding you to a path of purpose. Yes. Listen closely to their whispers, for their divine guidance will light your way forward. A future filled with clarity and purpose. So 1919, that's what I told you. I feel the universe is really guiding these masculines now. It's time to step into your purpose. No more dilly-dallying. No more distractions. It's time to see your situation as it truly is. 2424, creative expression. Express your creativity. It will lead you to exciting opportunities in the future. So always express your creativity. Regardless if you're feminine or masculine, your creativity is so important. So let's see. 777, forgiveness. Love can heal even the deepest wounds. The angels encourage you to forgive and let go of the past grievances in your relationship, and allow for the new start to flourish. And give me one more. I'll get 7 since I got the 777 card. Give me one more card for this twin flame connection. For this twin flame message, please and thank you. One more if you have it. Oh, we do. So 666, balance and harmony. Seek balance and harmony in all aspects of your life. It will lead to peace and success. And there's that word success again. So there's definitely something, the masculines are being shown now that if you want to be successful, if you want to really, the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of the masculines have felt like they're just going nowhere. They're just, you know, they probably feel like I'm never going to get a better job. I'm never going to have more money. I'm never going to reach those goals. And it's because they're with the wrong person. That's it. They're with the wrong person. Because if they were with their divine feminine, everything would happen and fall into place naturally. And just as I said that, look at that. The Three of Pentacles, teamwork. The King of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. The Temperance card. And the Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. So this is past life reunion energy. Just reunion energy as well. Past life love, but someone from the past here who wants to come back and work on this with you. King of Pentacles, more stable, more grounded, more reliable, more ready to take on the challenges here. There's a beautiful balance happening here. This inner union, this alchemical marriage. But it has taken some time, and this person knows that you have been very patient and allowed them to evolve and grow in the separation process. And as I said, the reason why I love this card so much is because this is you, the Ace of Cups here, Divine Feminine. You are this Ace of Cups. And all that's happening is your masculine is just going to add to your already Ace of Cups, your fulfilled cup. So Temperance energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces and Cancer. So give me one more overall energy for this twin flame connection to close out. Oh my goodness, you gave me two cards. Justice and the Ace of Wands. So for many of you, this is it. Masculines are being given their freedom. They're being given the freedom. They're being given the justice that they deserve after being stuck and held back for so long. But this is divine timing. The Ace of Wands is always divine timing for me. And you got a card saying things are coming back together in divine timing. And the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles on the bottom. So your hard work is paying off. It's granting you both some sort of blessed, some sort of blessing here, or some sort of payout from the divine. I feel that. And I'm just splitting the deck a few times. So Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Page of Swords. Yeah, this person is going to have to reach out to you. You know, they've been slow, but they've been slow because of that Two of Swords energy, where they have really been stuck in indecision. And look what's got the deck on. The Empress. But no more. They know what they want now, and they've been shown it. The divine is no longer whispering, the divine is shouting. I feel that. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for just taking the time to watch my videos. I'm so grateful. So sending love and blessings to you, your home, your family and your pets. God bless you, your home and your family and your pets. God bless your unions. Come in with your special person very soon. Jesus, everlasting Father, thank you for this time we spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Namaste.